What is up, YouTube? This is me, Sick Chicken Man, back for another Battlefield 4 commentary. And this is a special one. It's a personal one, but some stuff I've done. And so yeah, before we get into it, in the background, at the beginning of the video, we have some Lankang Dam rush, and then it moves on over into some Zavod 311 rush. But so, this video is going to be about ding dong ditching. And for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's a prank where you knock on someone's door and then you run away, and then you watch their reaction as they come outside and realize that nobody's there. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious, but it's like, I don't know. It's not really that funny, it's just kind of adrenaline rush. So, I have 3 stories to tell today from some of my experiences ding-dong ditching, and hopefully they will be interesting to you guys. Okay, so let's just get right into it and talk about ding-dong ditching. So, the first time I ever went ding-dong ditching was probably with my friend Jake, and in his neighborhood we went with some other kids that I didn't really know because they live in his neighborhood. And we just went out and we started doing it, and then we went to the third person we went to. We didn't know that they had a Ferrari that they would chase us in. So we went and knocked on the door, and one of the kids in the neighborhood actually kicked the door, so it was very loud. And they stayed in the yard while me and my friend Jake walked away to see the reaction. And the people that lived in the house just got into their car and started chasing our friends down the street in their car. And we just started walking away, and we didn't know what was gonna happen. So we just left. We didn't really want to be a part of that anymore. So eventually we all made it back to our house, and we all made it back to my friend's house, I mean. And we started talking about how that was like crazy. They chased us in their car and stuff. And then right then a car pulled up into my friend's driveway, and the people came out and knocked on the door. And they're like, oh, there's been some kids ding-dong ditching around here, and they're just freaking out. And we're like, wasn't us. And the parents, my friend's parents, started yelling at them, saying it wasn't us because we were playing football outside. So we kind of got away with that one, but I feel kind of bad because they got yelled at by my friend's parents. So moving on to the next story. This one's a little more recent, actually last summer, so not extremely recent. So I was at a Memorial Day or 4th of July, I don't know, some kind of party at my neighbor's house, and his cousin was there, and this kid's name was Tosh. Tosh was insane, to say the least. So we went out and we were just walking around, and this kid's 8 years old, and he just walks up onto a doorstep, didn't tell anyone he was gonna do this, and took a pee right on the guy's doorstep. He just let it out, and we were like, "What are you doing, Tosh?" Because we barely knew the kid. The kid didn't really care what he was doing. He was moving to Thailand in 2 weeks, and so it's like he's peeing on the guy's door and his door's like step. The guy opens the front door, and the kid Tosh is just peeing on his doorstep, and so we all run away laughing because that was just insane. And so a couple houses later, well, we weren't really doing anything. We weren't planning on doing anything that night. This kid Tosh, he takes a crap in a plastic bag. Again, we did not know he was gonna do this. We didn't tell him to do it. He just kind of did it. So he takes a crap in a plastic bag, and he just walks down the street. Everybody is like in their houses, like looking out the window at him, like, what is he doing with that plastic bag full of crap? He takes it, whips it at a house. With the people were looking outside too, and he just whips it at their house, and it just like splatters all over their yard. It was disgusting, and they just freaked out, came outside, and chased that kid Tosh away. Hey. Oh my god, that kid Tosh. He was a weird kid. Yeah, so supposedly he moved to Thailand like 2 weeks after that, so he probably didn't even care what he was doing. Okay, moving on to the next story. So this was actually very recent. This was the next two stories happened last week, to be exact, actually. So the first story, well, the third story, I mean. So we were all going ding dong ditching, obviously, again. And we rang this house for like the fourth time that night. And so, you know, they came out, went back inside, and so I was in the bushes across the street when all my other friends were like in the bushes like a couple houses down. And so I walk up to walk over to them, and the guy walks outside again after he saw me, and he's like, "Hey, you, get back here, kid." And so I start running, and I'm just like, no. And so he's like, "Get back here." And then I'm like, "They're in the bushes!" And all my friends just run out of the bushes, and it just must have looked crazy for that guy. Seeing just one kid walking down the street telling him to get back here, and then just 10 kids just burst out of the bushes in his yard and just start running away. So that's that for that story. The next story happened probably 2 days after, and so we were ding dong ditching a house as usual, and me and my friend Dylan, who will actually probably be doing some commentaries with me, we were both doing what we call a drive-by. Ding dong ditching is where we ding dong ditch their house and then run into the backyard, and then once they go back inside, we go back out and ring it again. So once we did it the first time, we went and hid in the bushes next door, and so we were sitting there. We're like, okay, let's go knock on the door again. So we walk up. The guy comes out right then and says, "Hey, you kid, get back here." So I started walking away, and sorry about the phone. And so I started walking away, thinking that I'll just walk away. He won't notice I just walked out of the bushes next to his house. And he's like, "Get back here, you little," and then insert swear words right there, because I'm a good Christian boy. Just kidding. So, and then I just start running, and my friend Dylan did not see the guy, and the guy just grabs Dylan and starts like interrogating him, and Dylan pulled through and just like, I don't know those kids. So Dylan pulled through. We got caught, but he didn't tell us who our names are. Oh, gameplay's wrapping up. So bye.